Video, we're going to show you how to upload section images that were captured by the older line scanner that was deployed on the JOIDES resolution roughly between expeditions or legs 200 to 300. So the first thing we need to do is download some of those images. I've got the data queries page from the Janus online database open. I'm going to scroll down to core photos. I'm using site 1257 hole A for an example. We're going to submit the request. And here we go. We've got the images. Now, these core images are the ones that are actually photographs of the core box. And we have a way of processing these images that you can find out in different videos. But that's not what we want right now. What we want are these section images. And I found, at least in the Chrome browser, that an efficient way to download these things is to hold your finger down on the command key and then click on the image that you're interested in, and what you'll see is it'll make a new tab in the browser. So we'll do section 2 and we'll do the core catcher. All right, now in order to save those, I'll open up this page and then I'll do Command S, which is save somewhere here. Command S. I'm going to save this in downloads. And then I'll do Control W to close the window. I'll do Control S again. Save. Control W. Control S. Hit return. Control W. And there we go. We saved all three of those. All right, so I've actually done a bunch of these already, so we don't really need to download anymore. Now let's take one of them that we just downloaded. This is Core 1 Section 2. And let's open her up, this time in preview. And here we are. We can make it as big as you can make it to kind of get the best accuracy. Now what we want to do is to crop out everything but the sediment. So basically you're forming a cropped image, much like the cropped images that we do automatically while using the new line scanner. So I'm going to go down here and do my crop box like so. And then if you go to Tools, you'll see that crop is Command K. And there we go. Now you just need to close. And because this is the new Mac OS, it automatically saves the changes. So if we look at it again, now it's just the sediment. All right. So now we're ready to do some loading. Last thing we need is to get the actual functions to load these images. And that is the includes core image assembly file from your includes files. I should just show that. So it's this guy from includes files. And we see that it's compiled, and this is the image assembly. So rather than have it form a separate menu, we just put it at the bottom of the image menu. And there are the different possibilities. So we'll hide this guy. All right, now so I actually, quite a while ago, cropped lots of images from site 1257. You can take a look, see what one looks like. So that's where we're going to want to load our images from, all of those cropped images. And So what we'll do is we'll load an individual image, and then I'll show you how to do the batch load. So if we go down to image assembly, we're going to do the universal image loader. Oh, actually, before I do that, let me bring this back into picture for a moment. We're going to need to tell the image loader where the core number and the section number are. Let's go here then. Oops. Code image, image assembly, universal image loader. So the core number location. Remember, you have to start counting at 0. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Except it's actually not just 8. It's 6, 7, and 8 in these core files. So we would do 6, 8 for core number location. And the section number location is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's do that. 11, 12. And the type location is right after the core number location, so that would be a 9. The image extension is .jpg. The whole is U1257A. Core, let's try core 1. Depth resolution can be anything. These older scan images have a native resolution on the order of 100, 125 microns, something like that. I usually use about 2 millimeters. It's kind of my go-to resolution. It doesn't make the experiments too large, but still gives you quite a bit of resolution if you're looking, even if you're looking at a, like a whole site or whole hole's worth of core numbers. And the section number to use in place of core catcher is 9. So let's continue. You see it's loaded the 3 core, section 1, section 2 in the core catcher. And it's up here, and it put these in what we call K files, which are just section images, and we can kind of get a look at. That's the first section. That's the section. That's the core catcher. All right, now we go back up to core image assembly, and we're going to assemble core image. So it's 57A. We're going to do core 1, and the resolution decimal 002. We do want to add S2. The S's are size. So in the old days, I used S1 as like full resolution, and then S2 is something reduced. So we've kind of been using S2 most of the time. We don't want to apply a lighting correction, and we don't really need to save the K files because we've actually already got them as the external files, and we can reload them, as you've seen, really easily at any time. So we won't save the K files. About the only time you save the K files is when you're actually cutting section images out of those core box photos. And let's continue. There we go. Here's our image. All right, now that's to do 1, but we actually have a batch function. And let's take a look at that. Core image assembly, and batch load assemble images. So still 572A. First core number we're going to do, since we've already done number 1, is number 2. And the last core number, well, just for keep things short, we'll do 4. Core number location is going to remain the same, 6, 7, and 8. Type location is 9. Section numbers 11, 12, JPEG 0029, and let's continue. And there's 2, and there's 3, and there's 4. So that's the way you do it. It's kind of tedious to download those images, and it's also a little bit tedious to do the cropping. But once you've done all that, you know, the actual loading and constructing of the core composite isn't all that difficult at all. So I think that's probably enough. Have a nice day.